Crusader's C1 Spirit has been in Star Citizen for a while now, but is the ship actually worth it? I'm Crafty Camel, and today I'm going to be reviewing the currently playable C1 Spirit ship in Star Citizen. I'm going to split the video into 3 separate parts, the first being a tour of the ship and how it flies, the second part comprising how the ship fares in combat, and the final part being my verdict on the ship and whether the ship is worth purchasing. You enter the C1 Spirit through a ramp located on the rear of the ship. Note that there are no other entrances into the ship. Inside are some ship components, and a cargo bay, capable of holding a decent amount of cargo, or some small vehicles such as the Mirai Pulse or an Argo Atlas. Moving through the cargo area, you'll find more ship components, alongside a weapons rack and some escape pods. As of recording, these pods do not work, but are a nice little touch. Opposite them, you'll find a small little bathroom, and a drinks cabinet. Near the front of the ship, there are 2 beds for looking out, alongside some overhead storage. And the final part of the ship, the cockpit. The pilot's chair is on the left and the co-pilot's on the right. Here you can see the exterior of the C1 Spirit. The visibility from the cockpit is good, with clear glass windows allowing you to see forward, either side of you, and above. There are 2 screens available to the pilot. In terms of flying the ship, it handles fairly well for a ship of its size. In SCM mode, it can move up to 405 meters per second, and in nav mode can move up to 1130. That being said, turning the ship in atmosphere is difficult, especially at the higher speeds. In terms of combat, the C1 is armed with 4 M5A size 3 laser cannons and 4 size 3 missiles. For a ship that is described as a medium freight ship, this is pretty good. The lasers can quickly take out smaller ships, and the missiles can also finish off enemy ships from a good distance. However, the ammo capacity of the lasers isn't amazing, and you'll find that you run out of ammo often if firing continuously. Now defensively, the C1 comes with 1 size 2 shield generator, which is enough to protect any cargo from smaller ships. But large ships will quickly tear through the shields, so it's best to avoid bounty missions with targets above medium risk. Notice how Due to the size of the C1, the ship has to turn to face the enemy ships when fighting, which makes fighting small, fast ships such as the Mustang challenging, as you can see here. The gimbals do help slightly with this, although I don't use them here. The bounty mission you see here is currently a very low risk target, as we've just had a save wipe and I needed to get the bounty hunter thing back. Throughout this battle, in the background, all of the values for energy are at standard, so they've all been allocated the same amount: thrusters, shields and weapons. Concluding the review, the C1 Spirit is pretty good at its job. It can carry a substantial amount of cargo, whilst also allowing you to protect it. However, it is worth mentioning that landing the ship on a rocky planet such as Microtech can be tricky due to the short landing gear, meaning that you are likely to bump into a rock or two as you land. I also find that the engines break off quite easily when landing, so keep that in mind too. At time of recording, this ship can be purchased in-game for just over 3 million Alpha UEC, or alternatively can be bought in real life for £120 or $155. This is a ship I would highly recommend and is a good daily driver in my opinion. Anyway, that's all for this review. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support content like this, please consider giving the video a thumbs up. And if you want to see more Star Citizen ship reviews, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.